In this video, we're going to go over the side toolbar of the 3rd generation interactive flat panels. So let's click on one of these arrows on each side. I'll click on the one on the right hand side, and we have a variety of options. So we'll kind of go over the important ones here, starting with the little top curly arrow that you see here with the green and blue tipped arrow. This is a go back button. So if you were to enter into a menu, you would hit that button and it would take you back. Next, we have the home button, which will always bring you back to this screen. So even if you were displaying your teacher workstation, you can hit the home button and come right back to here. Next, these two little squares, this will show you everything that is currently open, and so that you can easily close them simply by clicking the X. So it just shows you your open programs that you can go through and close out. To continue on, we have this little square grid. This is your app launcher. So if we click that, it'll show you everything that is installed on the board, so you can quickly and easily get to that program. We'll click the little back arrow up here towards the top right, and then we'll reopen the side menu. The My View Board cloud will open up the My View Board software, and this is the Android version of the software. There is a built-in screen recorder. Next is the pen tool, so if I click that, we get a variety of options. So we have a pen up at the top, and there's several colors, then a highlighter, an eraser, an undo and redo button, a trash can, and a save. Keep in mind, if you hit that save button, it will be saving it to the panel and not to your computer. So you might want to have a USB drive plugged into the panel for you to save it and take it over to your computer. Let's close that out. We'll click the 3 dots at the bottom to get even more options. The little snowflake on the screen, that is your screen freeze. So if you want to pause your screen, you can click there. Next is the spotlight feature, which will give you a circle, and you can drag it around to highlight certain things on the screen, and you can resize it by pitching and zooming. Go back to the 3 dots. We then have a stopwatch and a timer. Then we have a little polling question. So students, if they have devices, can scan that QR code and they can answer polling questions on the screen. We'll get into more details on that in another video. Let's go back to the 3 dots. Finally, you see there is a background button. No, well, it looks like a background. What it actually does is it takes a screenshot. Then at the bottom, there's the right pointing arrow, which you can click, and it will dock the side toolbar. Simply swipe in order to reveal it again, and you can still make use of it. The last thing to be sure and show you in the menu, so let's click back up. Down at the very bottom, there is, we can actually drag this menu up, so now it's about middle of the page. There is this little circle with a screen and a finger in it. So if we click that, this will actually bring up all of your inputs. So here on this board, you see I'm on the view board. A lot of computers is labeled as the embedded player. This is the Android version. If I were to change it to PC or maybe teacher PC, that would be your teacher computer. So that is how you can change to it. So again, to change the input, you notice how now my little arrows are hidden. I have to swipe from the side, and that is because just a moment ago, if I open this menu up, go to 3 dots, see how now this little arrow has the slash through it at the bottom? If I click that again and turn it back on, now my side toolbar will always be visible. But again, to change the input, we can click that little circle right there with that icon, or of course you can always use the gear button on the bottom of the panel itself.